Everybody, Ask John here, the Chinese and English bilingual. This video I want to talk about if I was given only coronavirus relief money. I want to talk about this because yesterday I saw it on New York Times that the U.S. Congress has passed the bill to give most Americans about $600. It's still in the process. Trump still hold the power to allow it or to veto it. But either way, it's in Chinese people's standard, it's a lot of money. And even before this, I know that at the height of the pandemic, if you are in New York, if you are unemployed, you are eligible for the unemployment benefits, which is more than what would you get if you had the job. And in China, this is unthinkable. It lasts several weeks. You both have, if you were American, you would have state benefit and federal benefit. It's quite a lot. I mean, in China, you do have unemployment benefit, but it's never. It's very low. You have to work like several years at least, and the compensation is probably it's basic income. It's probably like 1,000 Chinese yuan, 2,000 Chinese yuan. It's like $300. It would be like what you earn. It will be like half of what you earn. So, do we have like particular coronavirus related money directly to Chinese people? No, definitely no. It's the most Chinese people receive from the government due to the pandemic is free highways. It lasted about 5 months because in China there are highways and free routes. The highways, they charge you money for it. To stimulate the economy, the Chinese government, they made the highway free for 6 years. They planned to do it for 6 years, but it was over like 4 months later because the disease had been under control sooner than most people think. That is probably the biggest the money we receive. If you have a car, if you go to from one city to another city, you save money. That's true. The money you save is probably as high as the gasoline money, the gas money. And also, for businesses, if your landowner, if your landlord is state-owned companies or just properties controlled by the government, you don't have to pay rent for a month, and the second month you will pay half of what you would pay regularly. And from the third month, it's euro. You have to pay what's on the contract. But that's said, in the news. But most properties here in China are like especially for business properties. Most are still private owned. The Chinese government, they say on the news that encourage landlords to only charge half or charge none for nothing for 1 month and charge half for the next month. Some landlords, they do like this, but some they don't. So it's not in the law. So that is why you see on the street a lot of business are failing. Few theaters, restaurants are the most vulnerable. They don't get any of the relief money. In the U.S., if you don't let the employees go, if you don't fire them, you're eligible for like paycheck protection. I think it's like the government is giving all or most of the pay. Or you're eligible for a loan with low interest, and if you really can't afford to pay back the money, the government, they let it go. But in China, no. I think quite on the contrary, it's more difficult for small businesses to get a loan during the pandemic, because the banks, they think that it's tough, the environment is tough, so they don't give you loans. So that's the difference. What else do we get directly or indirectly from the government? Money financially. Let me think. They do have like on the news. They do have like tax or insurance relief. It's not a lot. It's not a lot compared what maybe the West is doing. So most of the times, you have to fend for yourselves. But on the other hand, the Chinese government, is doing a good job containing the disease. So in the U.S., you can see the virus is still destroying everything, but in China, the virus is only hurting businesses severely for like 1 month. The second month, the third month, it's getting normal. But even today, like if you go to if you are on the street, if you are like watching my video, you know that a lot of people, they just don't wear masks because there hasn't been a case in this place, in the place where I'm right now. There hasn't been a case. Never had a case before. So if you count this as relief, I think this is the biggest relief, the biggest relief money or contribution the government has done to the society. What else? Do I have any money handed out by the government? No, I think really, really hard. No, I never had it before, even before the pandemic. Chinese government never give out money just to your bank account. But I heard from you know, I'm a driver sometimes. I heard from the passengers, they talk like in Xinjiang, the minorities, they got the money. The Han Chinese people, they don't. And also from the news, I know that like people in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, in Macau, they got direct money from the government, but not in mainland China. Yeah, that's what I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm out.